America. I am Rhonda Morrison of Cameron Realty, the real estate diva, and I'm here to talk to you about some real estate. Now, the first video is about buying versus renting, the pros and the cons of each one. First, let's start with renting. Pros of renting. First of all, a very good thing about renting is that the landlord is responsible for all of the maintenance and repairs. So if something goes wrong in your house, your sink don't work, your heat go out, the landlord is responsible for coming to fix those items. So that's not an expense you would have to incur. Also, when your lease is up, you can walk away scot-free and go on to your next place that you would like to live and not have to worry about anything. You just pick up and go. Some cons for renting though. Your rent is usually going to be higher than the mortgages in the area. So for example, my home mortgage is about $500, whereas if I had to rent my home, I would pay about $900. So that is a big difference. So therefore your rent you're paying out is more than the area's mortgages. So that's something you might want to think about. Also, your rent can be raised at the whim of the landlord. So whatever your rent is, let's say your lease is up. Okay, you like where you live, so you want to continue to live there. Well, the landlord has every right to raise your rent by how much ever he wants to raise it. And you can either take it or leave it. So, you might have to go and find somewhere else to live even though you like where you're living. You're still paying a mortgage. You're still paying a mortgage. You're just paying somebody else's mortgage. So either way, you're paying a mortgage. You can walk away. When you walk away from your lease or your home where you've lived for the past year or whatever, however long you've been there, you have gained nothing. You have not gained any equity, any wealth, anything. You just paid for some space. And now you walk away and you're going somewhere else, and that's it. Now, I do want to give you a tip to all the renters out there. Please get renter's insurance, okay? I live in an area where there has been a lot of flooding, not particularly in my area, but surrounding areas. There's been a lot of flooding. I'm in the Fayetteville, Harnett County, Cumberland County area, and there has been some flooding. And I have a lot of friends and colleagues who have lost their property. And they assumed that since the landlord that they were renting from had insurance, that they would be compensated for their belongings, and they were not. Please get renter's insurance if you are a renter. Moving on. The pros for buying. First of all, you are building wealth. You are building wealth. That's what this country was built on. That their idea of wealth was how much property you owned. Okay, how much property you own. That determined how wealthy you are. Even the game Monopoly is built on that premise. How much property do you own? So you can charge rent, you can sell it for a profit, etc., etc. Also, another pro for buying is that you have an asset to pass on to your children. And that's important. We want to leave our children something, our family something when we pass on. So that's always a good thing as well. It makes it easier. So therefore, your family, your lineage always has an advantage, and they can get richer and richer as you pass on a house. Then they pass on 2 houses, and so on and so on and so on. Your mortgage is set. And now I just said, your landlord can raise the rent when they want to after your lease is up, but your mortgage is set. So you don't have to worry about that. So you can get a 20, 30-year mortgage and it's going to be the same. It's not going to go up, but your landlord can raise your rent. The only time your mortgage will change is if you decide to refinance, and usually that's for a lower payment, not a higher payment, as our percentage rates go up and down. It can also be your mortgage interest is tax deductible, so your home is a tax shelter, so that is a benefit as well. And it can be used as investment property. So let's say that you're in the military, you bought this house, and now you get called upon to go somewhere else. Well, hey, you don't have to sell your house if you don't want to. Maybe you plan on coming back and retiring there. You can stay in your home. You can hire a property manager like me, and you can actually have, use your house as an income. And like say if you're paying a $700 mortgage, you can rent the house out for $1,000, okay? And that can be your investment property instead of having to sell your home, or you can sell it for a property. So that's all your pros. Now your cons for buying a house is that yes, you are responsible for maintenance and repairs. So what? Okay, yeah, maintenance and repairs is your home. You're supposed to do that anyway. But I have a video coming up that's going to talk about maintaining your home's value. So be looking for that one. And if you have any questions, please email me. My email will be coming up on the scroll, or you can check me out on Facebook and leave me a message about maybe there's a subject about real estate you would like me to address on video. My name is Rhonda Morrison, the Real Estate Diva, and I will see you another time, America. Stay blessed.